And welcome in, everybody. Happy Saturday morning as we are getting ready for the first game of the day between the Spring Hill Navy and the Spring Hill White here in the 10U District 9 All-Star matchup coming from Columbia, American Little League. As we are now underway, the home team in today's game will be the Spring Hill Navy. Both teams lost yesterday. The winner of this game will move on. The loser will go home. As the first batter of the game is going to get hit, that's going to be Rocco Rutherford. Coming up to bat now will be Indy Marsh, number 4. Pitching today for the Spring Hill Navy is number 7, Camden Miller. 2-0 count. Runner's going to advance over to third. Here's the throw, and he is safe. Two 0 count. And swing and a miss for strike one for Marsh. Pitch. Ball's going to be hit down the line. It's going to come back in fair. And that's going to score a run. That's incredible. It hit off the lip of the infield. And the runner is able to get in, and that's going to score a run. And Spring Hill White will lead 1-0. And now the runner at first is going to get tagged out for out number 1. Now batting for the visiting Spring Hill White team. Jenkins Script. Look at a replay of that last ball that went foul. It hit the lip, shot back into fair play, and scored a run for Spring Hill White as the current batter has a 2-1 count. Pitch is going to be fouled away for strike 2. Here in the top of the first inning, and the visiting Spring Hill White, 10U leads 1-0, 1 out. Here in the top of the first inning, here's a pitch inside. It'd be ball number 3. Here's pitch inside. That's going to be ball number 4. That will put one runner on. Here's Tillman McAdams, number 27 for the Spring Hill White team with a runner on first. 0-1 count. Swing and a miss, strike 2. That was the 12th pitch by Miller, the pitcher. And it's going to be strike number 3 called. And that will be out number 2. So 2 away here in the top of the first. As number 33, Jack B., our catcher, will be up to bat. Runner on first. Here's the delivery. Inside, ball one. Evens the count at one. Swing and a miss, strike number two. 2 outs, 1-2 count. Spring Hill Navy looking to get off the field here in the top of the first. They trail 1-0 with a runner on first base. Here's Miller in the stretch. And delivery, swing and a miss, strike number three, and that will end the top of the first inning. So after a top half of play, Spring Hill White with a 1-0 lead over the Spring Hill Navy. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be back right after this.
Don Pepe's, best Mexican food and margaritas in town. Fresh from scratch and served sizzling at your table. We welcome everyone, including large parties up to 60 people. Private room, outdoor patio, full bar, fresh guac at your table. Come enjoy a taste of Mexico. Don Pepe's Mexican Grill. 2 locations to serve you. 1202 South James Campbell Boulevard in Columbia and 1203 Murfreesboro Road in Franklin. Don Pepe's, the new taste of Mexican food.
This is David Usselton with Usselton Automotive, located in Columbia, Tennessee. We service all foreign and domestic vehicles. We take pride in our work, and we don't cut corners. We offer a 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty and loan our cars with almost every repair. We are located at 1201 South High Street in Columbia, Tennessee. You can reach us at 931-215-1765 or find more information at usseltons.com.
And welcome back, everybody, to Columbia American Little League Park for today's first matchup between the Spring Hill White and the Spring Hill Navy in the 10U District All-Star matchup. And the winner of this game will advance. Loser will be eliminated. Both teams played last night against the Columbia Red and the Columbia Blue team, and Columbia Red and Blue both took care of business. They'll play directly after this game in what should be a great matchup. And then this afternoon at 3 o'clock, it'll be game 2 of 3 between the 11-year-old Columbia American Little League and the 11-year-old Spring Hill Little League. Columbia American Little League 11-year-olds yesterday came back late in the game, ended up winning game number 1. They can advance to the state with a win today or forced to a game 3 tomorrow on Sunday at 1 o'clock as Spring Hill 11s face an elimination this afternoon. So that'll be a matchup to keep an eye on here in just a little bit, but we got great weather. It's already warm today here in Columbia, right outside of Murray County Park. Current weather outside is 83 degrees at 10 o'clock here on a Saturday morning. As our pitcher is going to be Indy Marsh for the Spring Hill White. And leading things off for the Spring Hill Navy will be number 3, Brock Rivers, the shortstop. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a strike down the middle for pitch number 1. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a little low for ball 1. Spring Hill White leads 1-0 here in the bottom of the first as Spring Hill Navy's up to bat for the first time today. It's going to be high and outside ball 2, so a 2-1 count here to Brock Rivers. It's going to be inside ball 3, so a 3-1 count. As the pitcher, Indy Marsh, looking to fight back here, down 3-1. Here's the windup in the pitch outside. That'll be ball number 4. And that'll put a runner on first with no outs here in the bottom of the first. As coming up to bat now is number 2, Carter Knight. 22, Carter Knight. Pitch is going to be strike one. Here's the throw on the steal. He'll be safe. And a good job there as you'll go back and look at the replay on the steal. There's the pitch. There's the call. There's the throw. And he beats it in time. No outs, 1-1 count tonight. Here's the pitch, swing, the ball's going to be driven, and through the infield to right field. They'll wave the runner around third. He'll come in and score to tie the game at 1. Now the runner is going to go to second base, and he will be safe as he'll head to third as it goes in the center field. Now the throw to third, and it'll get away, and now the batter's going to run home, and here's a play at the plate, and he is safe. Wow, what a play as the Spring Hill Navy come back and take a 2-1 lead on an inside the park home run with several errors. As you'll see, the batter there at second takes off to third. Throw to third is going to get away from him, and he'll get up and jog in for the go-ahead run. Here's the pitch to number 7. That's Camden Miller, and he's going to get out after the pop fly as the first baseman. Colby Parker will make the stop. Get a replay of that one. Number 88, Bosco, up as you see the pop fly there on the last batter. Out number 1. So Frankie Bosco, number 88, the third baseman, up to bat. With Indy Marsh pitching. Here's the pitch, swing, ball's in play down the third base line. It's going to be picked up, thrown across the diamond, and out. Great play by the third baseman there. As you saw the ground ball hit to third, scooped up, picked up, thrown across the diamond for out number 2. So batting now for the Spring Hill Navy. It's going to be number 27, Giovanni Canale. First pitch, strike number 1. It's going to be a ball. Although, maybe not everybody in the stands agreed with it. Outside ball 2. 2-1 count. Base is empty. Spring Hill Navy with a 1-run lead as the ball is going to hit foul out of play. Evens the count at 2. We got time. Two-two pitch outside, full count for Marsh. Here's Indy Marsh in the stretch, and that pitch is going to be inside ball number 4, and that'll put Giovanni Canale on first. As number 12, Beckett Mobley, right fielder, Mobley. Beckett Mobley up to bat for the Spring Hill Navy. First pitch is in play to the second baseman. He'll pick it up, toss it over to first, and he'll make the play for out number 3. So great job there by the first baseman to scoop that one up. As you'll see the replay, ball hit the second, fielded cleanly over to first, low throw, but a great scoop and grab by the first baseman. And that will take us to the end of the first inning. So after 1, Spring Hill Navy 2, Spring Hill White 1. We'll take a timeout and be back right after this.
Bypass Deli, 1806 Shady Brook Street in Columbia. All fresh American food. We hand pat our patties daily so you can enjoy the best burgers in town. Come enjoy anything from our outdoor patio to a burger paired with a cold beer to a Reuben or even our ice cream floats and everything in between. Voted Muletown's best burgers. That's Bypass Deli, 1806 Shady Brook Street. Bypass Deli, serving Columbia since 1966.
Hello, this is Rick Tillis from Tillis Jewelry. What is a full-service jeweler? Experienced staff, custom designers, in-house jewelry repairs, and beautiful jewelry. Yes, at Tillis Jewelry, we are passionate, knowledgeable, and committed to integrity. We strive to be the best in our community and in our profession. We build long-term relationships and become part of family traditions that will cross generations. We delight clients by providing an unparalleled selection, superior service, and exceptional value. Tillis Jewelry, we exceed your expectations.
And welcome back, everybody, to Columbia American Little League for today's matchup between the Spring Hill Navy 10s and the Spring Hill White 10s. As we're about to begin the top of the second inning. Spring Hill White got a 1-0 lead in the top of the first, and then the Spring Hill Navy came back and scored 2 runs there at the bottom of the first as we were about to begin the top of the second. As I believe, yep, it will be number 7, Miller, Camden Miller, pitching for the Spring Hill Navy. I want to invite everybody out here to the Columbia American Little League Park. There is no admission. We have plenty of great baseball to watch today. You look over to our right. You have our Coach Pitch All-Stars happening. See if we can adjust that camera over there to see that field real quick. As you have that game happening over there currently. And behind us, you'll have a game at 1 o'clock, I believe. As you see the tent set up. Slight breeze as you see the flags there waving in the wind. And, of course, we're at the Major League field over here. As we are about to begin the top of the second inning. So Colby Parker will bat for the Spring Hill White. Here's the pitch from Miller. That's going to be fouled off for strike number 1. Here's the pitch outside for ball 1. Colby Parker, the first baseman, up to bat. And that's going to be just a bit over the head of the catcher for ball number 3. Here's the ball put in play to the shortstop, over to the first, and it's going to be thrown away as the runner will take off the second. And he'll hold up there. So a runner on second. Colby Parker reaches on an error. And that has a runner in scoring position already. As Gunnar Holtgrew will come up to bat for the Spring Hill White. Holtgrew, the second baseman, as we have a visit to the mound. Spring Hill Navy will stick with their pitcher, Camden Miller. Or no, they won't. They're going to make a change. And coming in is going to be number 3, Brock Rivers, the shortstop. So a pitch and change here. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be back for more action. Coming to you from the District All-Stars here at Columbia American Little League.
We at Hollins Pharmacy must be doing something right. We've been providing pharmaceutical services in the Middle Tennessee area for over 60 years. The guiding principles of our business are fast, accurate, friendly, personal service. We do not have long waiting lines, and our phone calls are answered by a staff member. We strive to get to know our customers by name, not just a date of birth or number. We are your locally owned hometown pharmacy, and we appreciate your business. We urge you to come visit us at Hollins Pharmacy, 1608 Hatcher Lane here in Columbia.
Welcome back, everybody, to Columbia American Little League Park here in Murray County Park on Lyon Parkway. As we are in the top of the second inning in an elimination game in 10U All-Stars between the Spring Hill White and the Spring Hill Navy. Navy with a 2-1 lead, but the White with a runner in scoring position at second base. And as we mentioned before the break, Brock Rivers will come in to pitch for the Spring Hill Navy. He'll get a couple more warm-up pitches, and we'll begin with no outs here in the top of the second. Runner on second. Here's Holt Grew, the batter. Waits for the pitch. It'll be swung and fouled off for strike number 1. Stay tuned for our next matchup. It's going to be a big one. Columbia Red versus the Columbia Blue. Lee Williams versus Hayden Tate. Match number 1. Here's the hit. It's going to be popped up and somehow caught by the shortstop. See if we can go back and look at that one. My goodness. Both of the fellows called for it. They both collide, and one comes up with it. So 1 away here in the top of the first. Runner on second. Here's the pitch. Low and away, ball number 1. As number 99, Connor Smithson up to bat. And he's going to hit it fair just inside the baseline. It's going to go between the left fielder's legs. That's going to score a run and tie the game. Smithson heads to second. He's looking, maybe, yep, he's going to go to third. Will he get there? He will. And a triple by Smithson ties the game at 2 apiece. Last night, this White team beat Columbia American. I think they're the Blue. Beat the White team 27-0. And the Columbia Red beat the Spring Hill Blue or Navy. I think it was like 19-7. But the White team here looking to try to take the lead in the bottom or the top of the second inning. They've tied it 2-2. They got a runner on third. As number 44, Dishman will come up to bat. Dishman. Dishman. I think it's Dishman. It's hard to read this writing on the lineup card. But according to his jersey, it says Dishman. 1 out, runner on third, 2-2 ball game. Pitch to Dishman, swing and a miss, strike number 2. Full count for Brock Rivers. 2-2 game with 1 out. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be low and away for ball number 4. So runners on the corner. As number 8, Jace Ryan up to bat for Spring Hill White. Here's the pitch outside. Runner will advance to second. Smithson will stay at third. So 2 runners in scoring position here and a great opportunity for the Spring Hill White team. And number 8, Jace Ryan. Here's the pitch outside. They're going to call it a strike. Ball gets away. Go back and take a look at that one again. Let you be the judge. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that's a ball. As we have strike number 2, 2-2 count. Ryan. Big moment in the ball game. That's going to be outside. Full count. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be fouled off against the net. Great at bat by Ryan to stay alive there. We'll try it again. 1 out, 2 on, 2-2 ball game. Top of the second. Spring Hill Navy looking to prevent any more runs for the Spring Hill White, but that's not going to help as ball number 4 will go outside by Rivers, and that will load the bases. That's going to load the bases with 1 out for number 9, Jace. I'm not even going to attempt to say his last name because I'm not going to butcher it online here, but it's, well, if you can see what I'm looking at here. Let's see if I can see the back of his jersey. It might give me a little bit better. Greenacre. All right. So, yeah, Greenacre. Jace Greenacre, number 9. 2 outs, or I'm sorry, 1 out, 2 strikes, bases loaded. Here's the hit right up the middle, and the second baseman is going to, oh, did he touch him? No, he did. He'd say he did, but it's still going to score 2 runs, and that will extend the White lead to 4-2. So you had the force out at second. You have a runner on first. As Marshall, number 55, is up, his first pitch is fouled off for strike 1. Camden Marshall, left fielder. It's number 12 of 12 here. Pitch is going to get away from the catcher. That's going to allow Greenacre to advance to second. So Spring Hill White getting a lot of production here from the bottom of their lineup. Here's the pitch by Rivers, outside and away. And the runner's going to try to advance to third. Here's the throw. He's safe. As the runner got under the tag, that was a really, really good call there. We'll go back and look at the replay. It was a great call there by Jeremy Haywood, the third base umpire. We'll go back and look at it. Here's the pitch. It gets away. You see the delay, and then finally he takes off. Ball comes in high. The foot gets there right before the tag. So 2 outs, runner on third. Here's Marshall, the batter. 2-1 count. Rivers the pitcher. He'll set and deliver. Ball's going to be hit down the right line. Foul. He'll even the count at 2. One run in the first inning. Now 3 in the second for the Spring Hill White as they take the lead at the top of the second over the Spring Hill Navy, 4-2. Wind up pitch, swing and a miss, strike number 3. And that will end the top of the second inning, but not without some damage as the Spring Hill White come back to take the lead 4-2 over the Spring Hill Navy. We'll take a timeout and be back right after this.
Columbia Foodland is a locally owned and operated family grocery store with a full line of dry, dairy, frozen, meat, and produce items. We focus on keeping the freshest hand-cut meat and produce items daily with the most competitive prices in town. We offer weekly ad specials as well as in-store weekly specials throughout the store. Located at 427 West 7th Street in Columbia in the former Harris Foodland location. Columbia Foodland. We are here and ready to serve the wonderful people of Columbia and the surrounding areas.
This is Hal Landers, owner of Landers Insurance Agency. We are an independent agency representing the famous Erie Insurance Group. Landers Insurance Agency has been committed to providing great rates and great service since 2002. Whether it's home and auto or business or life insurance, we've got you covered. 24/7 in-house claim service, we've got that too. Visit Landers Insurance at 514 North Garden Street, Columbia. Call us at 931-380-2003. Our website is landersinsuranceagency.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
And welcome back, everybody, to Columbia American Little League for District All-Star action here in the 10U bracket. This is an elimination game between the Spring Hill White and the Spring Hill Navy. The winner will move on to play the loser of the 2 Columbia American teams that play right after this game in the winner's bracket final. Winner of that game will advance to the championship. As we're waiting for a few warm-up pitches here from the pitcher, Indy Marsh, for the Spring Hill White, as Carter Gordon will lead things off for the Spring Hill Navy, the center fielder. First pitch is going to be a ball for ball number 1. Second pitch is going to be strike number 1. As Gordon's hit's going to go just foul down the third baseline for strike number 2. So a 1-2 count for Carter Gordon. Here's Indy Marsh. Pitch number 23 on the way. It's going to be outside for ball number 2. The ball's going to be hit right back to the pitcher, Marsh. He'll toss it to first and get the out for out number 1. See the replay here. Just a great play by the pitcher to get the bounce. The ball off the bounce and makes an easy throw to first base for the first out of the bottom of the inning. Here's the pitch to Coleman, and Coleman's going to drive it down the left field line for a single. And he's going to take off to second, and he'll get there. Great job by Coleman, the leadoff batter, or not the leadoff batter, but there's his hit down the line. That's Parker Coleman, the left fielder. He hesitated, then took off to second for the double. His number 96, Caleb Lee, is up to bat for the Spring Hill Navy with a runner in scoring position on second. Here's the pitch from Marsh for strike number 1. Indy Marsh at 26 pitches here in the bottom, or through the bottom of the second, as the second pitch is going to be swung and missed by Lee for strike number 2. Rules for this in all Little League now, as he'll swing and miss strike number 3. He's out as Caleb Lee goes down swinging. Parker Coleman will steal third base and get there safely. But there's still 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. First pitch is going to be high for ball number 1. Grayson Hill, first baseman, up to bat. The lefty. Here's the pitch from Marsh. Swing and miss, strike 1. Ball gets away from the catcher. Runner's going to come in and score, as no one was there to cover the plate. So Coleman scores on the pass ball. You'll see the replay here. Gets away. Coleman hesitates, takes off, scores. Ball gets tossed and nobody there. Ooh, outside. Called strike number 1. Grayson Hill, the lefty. 1-1 count. And a hit right down the right field line is going to put Hill on for a single. Here in a 4-3 ball game. That's going to bring Rye Weaver up to bat for the Navy. Runner's going to take off to second, and he'll get there safely. One-run game. Ball's going to bounce in for ball number 1. Weaver's going to hit it to the pitcher. He'll toss it over to first base for out number 3. And that will end the second inning. Spring Hill White maintains their lead, but not without giving up a run, as Spring Hill Navy cuts it into a 1-run game instead of 2. It's 4-3 after 2. We'll come back for third inning action right after this.
Office space available in beautiful downtown Columbia. Kennedy Broadcasting Company, WKRM and WKOM, has 3 offices for rent in its downtown building. Each office is approximately 18 by 18, and each includes a closet-type storage area. Included are utilities, Wi-Fi, and communal break area. Contact Station Manager Clayton Harris at 931-626-3131.
I'm Justin George.
I'm Corey Muehlbauer.
Together, we are Columbia Motor Company.
Columbia Motor Company offers quality pre-owned vehicles at an affordable price, along with many financing options to keep you in your budget.
We are veteran and locally owned. We are located just off of Carmack Boulevard in downtown Columbia. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram, or visit our website at columbiamotorcompany.com.
If you want a different and enjoyable car buying experience, please give us the opportunity here at Columbia Motor Company.
Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Delicious food and amazing service at an affordable price. Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Located off of Nashville Highway in Neapolis, near Spring Hill High School. 2504 Care Lane. Authentic Mexican cuisine. Full menu. Family dine-in. Takeout. Delivery. Offering the best cocktails in the area. On the rocks or frozen, pair your meal with our famous margarita. Don't forget, Mezcal Cochina Mexicana for your next meal. Check us out on Facebook. Visit Mezcal Cochina Mexicana today. Proud supporters of the Front Porch Sports Network.
And welcome back, everybody. Columbia American Little League for District All-Star action here in the 10-year-old division. It's the first game of the day. We started at 10 o'clock. It was 83 degrees. Currently in Columbia right now, 87. Good grief. No need to fear, though, if you're at the ballpark. We got concessions. Or you may just be in the comfort of your own home sitting in the air conditioner. I couldn't blame you for that one either. It's a beautiful day, though. Enjoy it. No rain. Knocking on wood, thank goodness. Had a lot of rain this month. So Spring Hill Navy looking to get a stop here as the Spring Hill White look to extend their lead as Rutherford will lead things off here in the top of the third inning for the visiting Spring Hill White. He's the leadoff batter, the shortstop, Rocco Rutherford. Here's the pitch. That ball is going to be hit out of play and foul. Rocco's going to be down in the count 0-2 as Rivers will still be on the mound for the Spring Hill Navy. Brock Rivers. Here's the windup pitch, and that will be called strike number 3 on the outside corner from Rocco Rutherford. We'll go back and look at the replay of that one. Make the call yourself. That'll be the first out here in the top of the third as Indy Marsh is up to bat. He'll swing and miss strike number 1. Pitch by Rivers, swung on, going to be put in play. Back to Rivers. He'll make the throw to first base and record out number 2. So quickly, 2 away here in the top of the third inning. Trying to keep the scoreboard on your screen up to date as quickly as I can. As the first pitch from Rivers is going to be up and ball number 1. Deacon Script. Script is your center fielder for the Spring Hill White team. Here's the pitch. It'll get away, but a called strike number 1. Two 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. It's going to be up for ball 3. So Script, Deacon Script, your center fielder, way ahead in the count 3-1. Here's the pitch by Rivers. That's going to be low, ball 4. So Spring Hill White gets a run with 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. They lead 4-3 over the Spring Hill Navy as we have a time being called by Spring Hill Navy's coach. As Rivers got to the 35th pitch.
Let's go back.
Well, they're going to stay with Rivers with 2 outs here in the top of the third. 1 man on. First pitch to Tillman McAdams is up for ball number 1. Here's a swing and hit hard down the third baseline by McAdams, but it'll be foul. And that'll even the count at 1. As the pitch will be down the middle for strike number 2. So a 1-2 count to McAdams. Rivers in the stretch. He'll deliver outside. Even the count at 2. Ball's in play towards third, and it's going to land. And McAdams will get on. It looked like he lost the ball originally as soon as he hit it and thought it was maybe going foul. Well, look at the replay here. He swings, he looks, he stops, and then he sees, oh, it's in play. So runners at first and second with 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning. Here's Rivers. Ooh, that's going to hit the batter in the head. And that'll put him on first. We'll go back and look at that if we can. Man. So that's going to load the bases. That is going to load the bases for Colby Parker, the first baseman. As Jack B, number 33, just took one off the noggin there. He's okay, though. As Colby Parker looks to do some damage here and extend the White lead. First pitch from Rivers is outside for ball number 1. Ball's put in play to third. It's going to be scooped up, thrown across the diamond for out number 3. It's a great play there by the third baseman. Big opportunity there for Spring Hill White. They couldn't capitalize. They made a great play, though. Spring Hill Navy did right there on defense to get out number 3 as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Spring Hill White still leads Spring Hill Navy 4-3. We'll be back right after this.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley.
And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
You wanna be a bad man? Yes, you do. Do you wanna taste sweet salvation underneath the summer moon? Do you need another hand now? Yes, you do. Go see Miss Josie down on Columbus Avenue. All right, Columbus Avenue.
And welcome back, everybody, to Columbia American Little League action. District All-Star action here at Columbia American Little League 10U. Game number 1 of the day, an elimination game between the 2 Spring Hill teams. And currently, right now, as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning, it's the Spring Hill White team with a 4-3 lead over the Spring Hill Navy. outs. Colby Ruiz will get things going here. For the Spring Hill Navy team, as the first pitch is outside for ball. Number 1, as Indy Marsh is still on the mound for the Spring Hill White. He'll set and deliver outside for ball 2. As the sun comes back out here on this very muggy Saturday morning. Ball's going to come in high for ball number 3. So a 3-0 count for Ruiz here to get things going in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Pitch is going to be inside, and that'll put Ruiz zone with nobody, with no outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. As the Spring Hill Navy team will get back to the top of the order with Brock Rivers, their leadoff batter, trying to get things going here with the runner on first. He'll show bunt, and there is no balks, but that would have been a balk. But there is no balks in Little League Baseball, so they'll reset, and that's going to be high and away as the runner, Ruiz, will get to second base. And Rivers will be ahead in the count 2-0. Or 1-0, excuse me. That's going to be get away from the catcher, and that's going to allow Ruiz to get into third, standing up. So he's in scoring position. The tying run is at third. As Marsh, the pitcher, struggling here as we begin the 3rd inning, bottom of the 3rd inning. And he's going to throw another one up and away. It'll be ball number 3. So Rivers way ahead in the count. 3-0. As Marsh is trying to avoid throwing his 8th straight ball. And it doesn't. It's going to get past the catcher. Ruiz is going to come in, and he is safe. As Rivers is going to advance to second. He'll round second, and he'll stay there, but that will tie the ball game. As you'll see him, the play at the plate, he gets under the tag on the replay, and the runner will advance to second. Look at it here again. Very close. Strike number 1, though, as we get back to live action here, as Carter Knight steps in the box. Second pitch is going to be high to even the count at 1-1. And it's going to be hit hard by Carter Knight in the left. It'll get past the left fielder. 1 run will score. That'll be Rivers. And a double by Carter Knight with an assist of an error out in the left. We'll get a double, but that gives the Spring Hill Navy team the lead 5-4. As Camden Miller will step in the box with a runner in scoring position. No outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. Miller's going to put it in play. Hits it to the second baseman. He'll throw it to first. He'll get the out. So runner advances to 3rd. You can see the replay of that last at bat by Miller. Moves the runner over to 3rd base. With 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Pitch is going to be up for a ball, and now it's going to get away from the catcher, and scoring will be the 3rd baseman. Let's look at the replay. Ball's going to get away from the catcher, and that will allow the runner to score. And that's going to extend the lead now for the Spring Hill Navy to 6-4. with one out here in the bottom of the third. There's Frankie Bosco up to bat. And Frankie's way ahead in the count 2-0 here early. One out. Here in the bottom of the third. It's going to be outside for ball number 4. And Frankie Bosco will end up at first base. So here comes Giovanni Canali, the catcher, as we have a timeout and a mound visit from the Spring Hill White. It seems we may be having a discussion of mechanics here between the coach and the pitcher. He's been kind of missing high and also low and away. He's just kind of been struggling with his consistency here, and I think the coach give him a few pointers, and hopefully he'll get him squared away. So a runner on first as Giovanni's going to square up for a bunt, and a strike one is called. So Bosco's at first. One out. Spring Hill Navy with a 6-4 lead. That ball's going to be hit in the gap to right. Bosco at second. He's going to round it, hit the third. And it's going to get away from the second baseman. Now Bosco's going to round third. But he'll hold up there. And a double, essentially, by Giovanni's going to put Spring Hill Navy in business again with 2 in scoring position with 1 out here in the bottom of the third. So far, been a very entertaining game. It's already been a couple of lead changes. As Beckett Mobley will step in the batter's box, and it'll be ball number 1. Beckett is the right fielder for the Spring Hill Navy team. One of the pitch is inside the plate for strike number 1. Evens the count. Yeah, that ball's going to miss and get away from the catcher. Bosco's going to head to the plate, and he will score and make it a 7-4. And now another play at the plate as Bosco scores there. And then they try to sneak home the last runner, who gets tagged out right there at the plate. But it's still a 7-4 Spring Hill Navy lead with 2 outs. And Mobley will get on first on a walk. As Carter Gordon, the center fielder, will come up to bat for the Spring Hill Navy. He'll square up to bunt, pull back, but it'll still be called strike 1. Runner runs, advances, or tries to steal second. The ball's going to hit him and get away. And if you look at the replay, a 0-1 pitch. Inside, ball 1. Evens it up as the runner will advance to third after the pass ball. So Gordon, even in the count, 1-1. Runner in scoring position with 2 outs as Indy Marsh is still on the mound for the Spring Hill White. Here's Marsh. Pitch going to be high. Ball 2. And that one's going to be fouled up over our heads. It's going to make it a 2-2 count. Here in the bottom of the third inning, 2 outs, Spring Hill with 4 runs. Spring Hill Navy with 4 runs here in the bottom of the third to take a 7-4 lead. Looking to add to it, as that one's going to be low in the dirt, and that'll make the count full. So Indy Marsh looking to get out of this thing. He's got 65 pitches. Here's number 66, and that's going to be strike number 3. And that will end the third inning, but not after Spring Hill Navy makes a heck of a comeback. They lead going to the fourth inning, 7-4. We'll take a quick timeout, and we will be back right after this.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley.
And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
Do you wanna be a bad man? Yes, you do. Do you wanna taste sweet salvation underneath the summer moon? Do you need another hand now? Yes, you do. Go see Miss Josie down on Columbus Avenue. All right, Columbus Avenue.
And welcome back, everybody, to Columbia American Little League here at Murray County Park on Line Parkway for District All-Star action. And we are currently watching some 10U action here in the loser bracket game. Loser will be eliminated. Winner will advance between the Spring Hill Navy and the Spring Hill White. It's been a back-and-forth game. Spring Hill White got a 1-0 lead to start the top of the first inning, and then Spring Hill Navy came back, took a 2-1 lead, and then in the top of the second, Spring Hill White came back and put up a couple of runs, took a 4-3 lead, and we just saw in the bottom of the third, Spring Hill Navy come back and take a 7-4 lead. So we'll see what happens here as Brock Rivers will continue to pitch for Spring Hill Navy. And leading things off for Spring Hill White will be Gunnar Hopegrew. Brock Rivers will throw a few more warm-up pitches, and we'll get things going. I want to remind everybody we got a classic, we hope, coming up in the next game between the Columbia Red and Columbia Blue 10-year-olds. And then following that will be game 2 in a best-of-3 series between the 11-year-olds from Columbia and Spring Hill. Columbia won game 1 last night in a comeback fashion, looking to advance to the state tournament with a win today. Spring Hill looking to force game 3 tomorrow and a chance to go to Nolensville for this year's 11-year-old state tournament. So here's Brock Rivers. He'll try to get things going here as Hopegrew will put it in play. A little bouncer to third, throw over to first is there, and in time for out number 1. Brock Rivers pitch to Carter Smithson, strike number 1. Here's Smithson, swing and a miss for strike number 2. Brock Rivers at 46 pitches. Here's number 47. And Smithson's going to hit that one to left. That one is down, and it's going to hit the line. As Smithson's going to round first and head into second, and he is safe. Great play there. As you'll see here on the replay, Smithson with a great hit down the line. Makes his way to second. A good throw, but not in time. So here's Dishman. Pitch from Rivers, strike number 1. 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. Runner in scoring position. Swing and a miss for strike number 2 for Dishman. So down in the count 0-2. Rivers. Swing and a miss, strike number 3. And just like that, we have 2 away here in the top of the 4th. Jace Ryan. Step in to the batter's box for strike number 1. Ryan puts it in play. Second baseman picks it up, throws it over to first base, and records the out for out number 3. So we'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Spring Hill White not able to put any runs right there. They trail 4-7 or 7-4 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. We'll take a quick timeout and be back. Right.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley.
And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
He shoots, and he scores!
Welcome back, everybody, to District All-Star action here at Columbia American Little League here in the first elimination game and first game of the morning between Spring Hill Navy and the Spring Hill White. Currently, the Navy leads 7-4. They look to add to that lead. We have a pitching change as it looks like Tillman Knox or Knox Tillman will be pitching for the Spring Hill White. Here's Parker Coleman batting for the Spring Hill Navy. Pitch is going to be outside. For ball number 1. That one's going to be in the dirt for ball 2. McAdams is going to throw that one away for ball number 4. And that'll have a runner on first. So here's Caleb Lee. He'll square up for a bunt. That'll be a ball as the runner, Parker Coleman, advances to second. Here's McAdams in the stretch. He'll show bunt, does Lee. He'll pull back, but that'll still be strike number 1. So the count is even at 1. Adams' pitch is going to be fouled off to the right side and out of play for strike number 2 for Lee. One-two count. Here's McAdams. Pitch going to be drilled past the shortstop. That's going to score a run as Lee will stand up as he walks in the second. Now he's going to take off the third, and no one's there, and he'll have a stand-up triple. Wow, what a play. Did you see him round second? He hesitated, then he took off the third. Nobody was there. And a stand-up triple, which extends the lead to 8-4. Spring Hill Navy with the lead. As Grayson Hill steps in the batter's box as the first pitch from McAdams is swung on and miss for strike number 1. Runner on third. 8-4 ball game. Second pitch is going to be outside for ball 1. Beautiful day here at Columbia American Little League. Nice breeze. Got some clouds providing some shade. Currently 88 degrees. Expected to reach 90 by 3 o'clock. Pitch from McAdams outside ball number 4, and that will put Hill on and runners at the corners as Hill's going to take off the second. McAdams going to throw it out there. He's safe. The runner at third will score. We'll go back and look at that. He took off, did the base runner to first to second, allowing the runner at third to score to make it 9-4. First pitch to Weaver would be called strike number 1. Ryle Weaver takes ball 1, evens the count 1-1. Spring Hill Navy really extending their lead here 9-4. Pitch will go outside. For ball 2. Here's McAdams. Pitched back and hit to McAdams, who gets the play at first. It's a good job to stick with that baseball and to get the out at first. You'll look at the replay here. Hard hit ball to the pitcher, McAdams. Knocks it down, picks it up, throws it to first, and gets the out. One away here, the bottom of the 4th. 9-4 ball game. Runners at third. It's Ruiz up to bat for the Spring Hill Navy. Crosby Ruiz, the lefty. He'll put it down the line towards the home team dugout. Foul for strike number one. Makes it a 2-1 count. One out here in the bottom of the fourth. 5-run lead for the Spring Hill Navy, looking to make it 6 as the pitch comes in from McAdams high for ball 3. A 3-1 count here for Crosby Ruiz. Pitch to Ruiz, swung on and missed, strike 2, so that will make the count full. And a big pitch coming here from McAdams. Pitch is going to be outside, ball 4. And Spring Hill Navy will have runners on the corners. We'll see what happens now. So Ruiz will stay at first. So we get back to the top of the order here for the Spring Hill Navy as Brock Rivers will lead things off. He'll square up, and the pitch from McAdams is outside. Runner's going to advance home, and he is safe. And my goodness, I think he may have taken a ball there in the face. Let's look at the replay here. Ball's going to get past the catcher. He'll throw it in. He's okay, though. The run will score. It'll make it 10-4. And we're going to take a water break. They're going to give the catcher and they're going to give the team in the field a water break. And we'll take one as well. We got one out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. It's 10-4 Spring Hill Navy. It's hot. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this.
He shoots and he scores!
Hi, I'm Matt Perales, manager of Murray County Equipment. We help you with all your agriculture and construction equipment needs. We carry a full line of New Holland tractors from compacts to high horsepower. We have a full line of Gravely mowing equipment. We also have New Holland construction equipment, attachments, and accessories for your tractors and a complete parts department. We are locally owned and operated. Come see us at 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard or learn about us on Facebook or contact us at 931-490-8183.
And welcome back to Columbia American Little League. We got a pause in the action. A little water break here. Don't know if I've ever seen one done in the middle of a game quite this long. But we got one in a 10-4 game here in the bottom of the fourth inning with one out, runner on third, and I think a runner on first. So kind of in the holding pattern here. But we will stay here and let you see it as it happens during this break. As we prepare for the second matchup of the day, which should be a doozy between the Columbia Red 10U and the Columbia Blue 10U. Coach Hayden Tate's 10U Blue team against Coach Lee Williams' 10U Red team. The 10U Blue mostly made up of 10-year-olds. 10U Red mostly made up of 9-year-olds, but we've seen in the past that doesn't always typically mean anything, especially in the game of baseball. Both teams, a lot of talent. I think, though, you'd have to give the edge to the Columbia Blue team. They should be the favorites in the game today, and I think Coach Lee Williams, coach of the Red team, would tell you that. But I spoke to both coaches earlier today. I think they both like their chances, and the fact that they're both confident makes me feel like we're going to see a good ball game. And we've seen that so far today in this one. It wasn't until the third inning when Spring Hill Navy really took control of the game, coming back to take the lead. Saw the first 3 innings of back and forth. But the last inning or so has been dominated by Spring Hill Navy. As they'll give Tillman McAdams a few warm-up pitches here. And we'll get back going. As Ruiz will be on second. No runner on third. They scored right before we went to that break on the pass ball to make it 10-4. But we are at the top of the order with Brock Rivers leading things off. Or the leadoff batter here for Spring Hill Navy with a runner in scoring position with 1 out. As we are set to resume play. And we will. Here's McAdams. Rivers squares up. Pitch hits the outside corner for strike number 1. Here's the windup. Pitch is going to be low and away. Gets past the catcher. Ruiz advances to third. And Brock Rivers is ahead in the count. 2-1. Pitch is going to be high. And Rivers ahead in the count 3-1. McAdams desperately needing a strike here. He throws a good pitch that's going to be fouled off by Rivers. That'll make the count full. 3-2 here with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. So McAdams came in relief in this inning. Has thrown 29 pitches so far. This will be pitch number 30. Sets, delivers. It's in the dirt. And that will be ball 4 as Rivers will round first. And McAdams will step on the rubber. And that'll put Rivers back at first as number 22. That's going to be Carter Knight up to bat here for the Navy team. Strike number 1. The pitch from McAdams is down the middle. Runners in scoring position for Carter Knight. Second pitch is going to be outside and evens the count at 1-1. As Knight fouls it off the netting for strike number 2. McAdams ahead in the count 1-2. Here's the pitch. Ball's going to be hit up the middle, and that will get through the infield for a base hit. 1 run will score will be Ruiz. Rivers will score. That'll make it 12-4. So we'll get the replay here. Hit right up the middle, just past the second baseman. Ruiz and Rivers score to make it 12-4. Here's Miller. Miller's going to hit it down the right side. That will be fair. Runner's going to advance to third, and he will be safe. And the pass gets past the third, ball gets past the third baseman. He'll get up and score, and Miller will walk into third. Wow. As you see the hit by Miller, the first baseman falls. It lands just fair. They round third, and the throw gets away, which allows the run to score, and it is 13-4 with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th, and now the run at third will win the game. As Bosco is up to bat for Spring Hill Navy. So if the runner at third scores, this ball game will be over with the 10-run after 4-inning rule. Swing and a miss by Bosco for strike number 1. And there's a hit. That's over the left fielder's head, and that will be your ball game. That will do it. And there's the hit. You see the hit? And that is the winning run coming across the plate. And your final score here from Columbia American Little League Field in Columbia, Spring Hill Navy 14, Spring Hill White 4. The Navy will advance, and they will play the loser of our next matchup between the Columbia Red and the Columbia Blue. Unfortunately, the season ends for the Spring Hill White as they lost last night and lost today. Their season is over, but the Spring Hill Navy will be back to compete at a later time. And we will take a break in between games as they'll get both fields onto the field and ready for the big matchup as we'll get started. Scheduled time around noon. We'll leave the stream up and going, though. You'll be able to see what's happening in the warm-ups here around the ballpark. We appreciate you tuning in to WKRM's coverage of Columbia American Little League Baseball on the Front Porch Sports Network. We'll take some time out here, and we'll be back for some more action right after this.
Oh, yeah. So, we are 12:15. Super fun. I think I'm gonna one. I think I'm here. They're like, yeah, and they're like, Patrick. Oh my God, I come back to you. Oh, do you? Right, that's your cousin name. There's sibling name. There you go. Yeah, that's mine. It's been 30. So there is. Great after
What do you think? Is that good? I mean, I'll help you. Ready to bring it back? Put your legs on the. Wait. How about that? That good? Look at that. You don't go. Let's. Since we haven't dropped one, why not? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so what do you want for ice? Doesn't matter. I don't think I will do. I'll be right back. What's going on? Uh-huh. We can walk six. Leave pictures like they're gonna like me. Drink the beer. I help teenagers.
Welcome in, everybody, to the second matchup of the day between the Columbia 10U Red All-Stars and the Columbia 10U Blue All-Stars. Both teams 1-0 in district all-star play as both teams beat Spring Hill teams last night. Columbia Blue won, I believe, 27-0. And Columbia Red was a 19-7 winner last night over the Spring Hill Navy. Winner of this game, I believe, will move on to the championship. Loser will play the Spring Hill Navy team, who just won 14-4 over Spring Hill White. Spring Hill White was eliminated. It's a double elimination tournament. So the winner of this game will go to the championship, and they'll await the winner of the loser of this game in the Spring Hill Navy. As things will begin now, as the home team, Columbia Blue on the mound, Lane Hill for them, as the first batter for Columbia Red will be Grant Towers, the catcher. First pitch to Towers, strike one. Here's the pitch. It's going to be driven over into right field, and a fantastic play made by the second baseman, Manny Munoz. My goodness, Manny over there to make the play for out number one. So here's Baker Johnson. First pitch, a strike from Hill. And that ball is going to hit him. We'll look at the replay of that. As J.R. Cathy swings and misses on his first attempt for strike number one. Lane Hill, the lefty, on the mound. Strike two. Hits the outside corner. So quickly, Cathy down 0-2 in the count. One out, runner on first here in the top of the first inning. Columbia Red, visiting team, batting. That's going to be strike number three on the outside corner for out number two. Look at the replay of that one again. Got him just on the outside corner as Cade Salas steps up to bat. As they're going to make a throw to second, and they're going to say he was out. Wow, stolen base. What a throw by the catcher. Knox Allred as they get it and get the tag down for out number three. And we'll go to the bottom of the first. You're watching Columbia American Little League All-Star Baseball on the Front Porch Sports Network.
This is Hal Landers, owner of Landers Insurance Agency. We are an independent agency representing the famous Erie Insurance Group. Landers Insurance Agency has been committed to providing great rates and great service since 2002. Whether it's home and auto or business or life insurance, we've got you covered. 24/7 in-house claim service, we've got that too. Visit Landers Insurance at 514 North Garden Street, Columbia. Call us at 931-380-2003. Our website is landersinsuranceagency.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
And welcome back, everybody, to Columbia American Little League Baseball Park here on Line Parkway at Murray County Park for all-star action here in the district tournament. 10U baseball in the winter bracket game between the Columbia American 10U Red and the Columbia American 10U Blue. One left on base in the top of the first as Walker Bedingfield set to lead things off, starting shortstop for Columbia Blue. And pitching for the Columbia Red is going to be number 4, Boaz Johnson, the lefty. So a duel between two lefties here at the ballpark this afternoon. Grant Towers, your catcher for the Columbia Red. He'll be catching for Boaz Johnson, who'll face Walker Bedingfield to start things off here in the bottom of the first inning. Here's the windup and the pitch. It'll be outside, ball number 1. Second pitch from Johnson is going to be outside for ball 2. This is outside for ball 3, so Bedingfield way ahead in the count, 3-0. Here is the leadoff batter for the Columbia Blue. And that pitch will hit the outside corner for strike number 1. Columbia American scored 27 runs, Columbia American Blue, yesterday. And Bedingfield's going to hit one out to center, and that catch is going to be made for out number 1. Kate Salas out there making a great play in center. Gets the out. As the batter there, Lane Hill's going to get hit, and he'll go to first base. So that'll bring Rich Roberts up to bat for the Columbia Blue. Pitch from Johnson inside, ball 1, as Hill's going to take off and steal second base. One out, scoreless game. Runner on second base is Lane Hill. Rich Roberts batting. Pitch will be outside for ball number 2. If you're Johnson, you got to settle down. He's had trouble finding the strike zone here early. Ball's hit and play. It's going to take a bad bounce off the shortstop. He'll around third, and he will score. And just an unfortunate bounce, a hard hit ball here by Roberts will score a run for the Columbia Blue. They'll take a 1-0 lead. As you see the ball ricochet off the defender and go out into the field. As Meyer Hauser up to bat for Columbia Blue. He'll put a bunt down, a beautiful bunt. They'll throw it to first. It's going to get away as the runner will advance to third. Now he's going home, and he will score. Does Ritz Roberts. So a great bunt there by Meyer Hauser. We'll go back and look at the replay. Puts it down. Beautiful. Columbia Blue extends their lead to 2-0. As Greer Martin steps in the batter's box for his first at bat of the day. First pitch is a ball outside. One-0 pitch, swung on and mitts for strike one. Hauser's going to steal second, throw on the way. He is safe. Good job there by Meyer. You'll see the pitch here and the steal. As the pitch to Greer Martin, it's going to be low and away for ball number 2. Two-one count. One out. Runner on second. Swung on, it's up in play, and will be caught by the pitcher for out number 2. So 2 away, runner on second. Maddox Tate steps in the batter's box. Here's the delivery from Johnson. That'll be strike number 1. As Hauser's going to get over to third on a 1-1 count to Tate. 2 outs, bottom of the first. Tate swings, hits a missile down the third base line. That'll score Hauser. Here's Tate to second. He's coming to third, and he will be safe as he slides under the tag. And a great play. We'll go back and look at the replay and let you be the judge at home. As Lee Williams is going to call timeout. Ooh, that was close. We'll let it play again. We'll let you look at it here. Throw is off the bag. Oh, that's just so close. So 3-0 here. As number 2, Silas Harden hits one in between first and second. That'll knock Tate in to add another run to make it 4-0 Columbia Blue. Look at the replay of that hit. Ground ball between first and second. Tate will score as Tucker Neff steps into the batter's box for Columbia Blue. That'll be strike number one. Bottom of the first, 4-0 Columbia Blue. As Neff will foul that one off for strike two. Pop fly over to third base, and that will be out number 3. So Neff will fly out to the third baseman for out number 3 here. After 1, 4 runs scored by Columbia Blue in the bottom of the first inning. They lead 4-0. We'll be back right after this.
This is Hal Landers, owner of Landers Insurance Agency. We are an independent agency representing the famous Erie Insurance Group. Landers Insurance Agency has been committed to providing great rates and great service since 2002. Whether it's home and auto or business or life insurance, we've got you covered. 24/7 in-house claim service, we've got that too. Visit Landers Insurance at 514 North Garden Street, Columbia. Call us at 931-380-2003. Our website is landersinsuranceagency.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
This is Trip Stoltz, owner and manager at Columbia Ace Hardware. We have changed our store hours to better serve our community. Columbia Ace Hardware is now open from 7 to 7 Monday through Friday, from 8 to 4 on Saturday, and closed on Sunday. Come see us at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard and let us show you customer service that can only be found at Columbia Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
And welcome back, everybody, to Columbia American Little League for today's all-star action between the Columbia American 10U Blue and Columbia American 10U Red. Winner advances to the championship in this double elimination tournament. As we move to the top of the second inning, Lane Hill will stay on the mound for the Columbia Blue. And his first pitch to number 8, Cade Salas, is a ball. Second pitch misses outside, ball 2. Pitch number 3 just inside. Strike 1 as Hill hits the outside corner. Beautiful pitch down the middle, strike number 2. He makes the count full. Big pitch here. Swing and a miss, strike number 3. So Hill got down 3-0 in the count. Comes back. And gets the first out with 3 straight strikes. First pitch to Brock Roberts is strike number 1. Second pitch outside evens the count at 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Hill ahead in the count. 1 out, nobody on. Pitch to Roberts, swung on a miss for strike number 3. Quickly, Columbia Blue has 2 outs.
What, verify?
So they're going to verify the pitch count on Hill, as they may want to try to save him, perhaps for tomorrow if needed. True. So I guess he can finish this batter here. He's at 19 pitches. He can start and finish this batter and still be good for tomorrow if needed. Pitch to number 4, Boaz Johnson, is a ball outside for Hill. Swung and a miss for strike number 2 by Johnson, or strike number 1, excuse me. Johnson swings and misses strike 2. Misses inside, evens the count at 2. Here's Hill. Delivers, swings, and misses strike number 3. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Columbia Blue leads Columbia Red 4-0. We'll be back right after this.
Don Pepe's, best Mexican food and margaritas in town. Fresh from scratch and served sizzling at your table. We welcome everyone, including large parties up to 60 people. Private room, outdoor patio, full bar, fresh guac at your table. Come enjoy a taste of Mexico. Don Pepe's Mexican Grill. 2 locations to serve you. 1202 South James Campbell Boulevard in Columbia and 1203 Murfreesboro Road in Franklin. Don Pepe's, the new taste of Mexican food.
This is David Usselton with Usselton Automotive, located in Columbia, Tennessee. We service all foreign and domestic vehicles. We take pride in our work, and we don't cut corners. We offer a 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty and loan our cars with almost every repair. We are located at 1201 South High Street in Columbia, Tennessee. You can reach us at 931-215-1765 or find more information at usseltons.com.
Welcome back, everybody. We're about to begin the bottom of the second inning. Columbia Blue 10U All-Stars lead 4-0, looking to add to that lead as Boaz Johnson will stay on the mound for the Columbia Red. Manny Munoz will get things started here for Columbia Blue. Pitch to Munoz. First pitch is strike number 1. Hits the outside corner. Second pitch is outside for ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike number 2. One-two count. Here's Johnson on delivery. Strike 3 called. Got him looking. Here's Knox Allred. Fouls off the first pitch. One out here in the bottom of the second. Johnson's pitch goes over Allred's head for ball number 1. Johnson at 27 pitches so far through 2 innings. Pitch hit towards second to Williams, over to first, and he got him. Good play there. Hard hit ball to second base, fielded by Williams, throws it just in the nick of time. Gets Allred out at first as Connor Beck steps into the batter's box. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. First pitch is a ball. Pitch outside, fouled off by Beck. Evens the count at 1. One pitch to Beck. Swung on and driven to center field and dropped by the center fielder. Just in and out of the glove. Hard hit ball by Beck. He gets on first. Hamilton White hits it to the pitcher, and he'll get on as Connor Beck makes it to second base. So 2 on, 2 outs here. Back to the top of the order. Walker Bedingfield up to bat. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Here's Johnson's pitch. Bedingfield drives it to center field. It's going to be fielded, picked up, and thrown in as they'll send the runner around third, and Beck will go back to third. But that will load the bases up for Lane Hill. See the replay there. So bases loaded, 2 outs, and we have time. Coach Lee Williams will come out and talk to his pitcher. Bottom of the second, 2 outs here. 4-0. Columbia Blue with the lead. Trying to add to it. They have bases loaded with 2 outs. A couple of unfortunate bounces for the Columbia Red team would have gotten them out of this situation, but Coach Lee Williams going out there to calm his pitcher down and just assure him to keep throwing strikes and let his defense make plays. Here's Johnson. First pitch to Hill. Swung on and driven down the line towards right. It's fair, and that'll score 1 run. Rounding third will be Hamilton White. And now coming in will be Bedingfield. And standing on second base is Lane Hill. And that's going to push the lead to 7-0. as Hill steals third. Look at the replay of that. Just gets there. Rich Roberts ahead in the count 1-0. Pitch swung on and fouled off. Evens the count at 1. Check that 2-1. Hits the outside corner, evens the count at 2. Here's Roberts, drives it over to shortstop. Throw was out. Look at the replay of that. A great hit, solid, hard hit. Good play by the defense. That'll take us to the top of the third inning where Columbia Blue leads Columbia Red 7-0. We'll be back right after this.
Bypass Deli, 1806 Shady Brook Street in Columbia. All fresh American food. We hand pat our patties daily so you can enjoy the best burgers in town. Come enjoy anything from our outdoor patio to a burger paired with a cold beer to a Reuben or even our ice cream floats and everything in between. Voted Muletown's best burgers. That's Bypass Deli, 1806 Shady Brook Street. Bypass Deli, serving Columbia since 1966.
Hello, this is Rick Tillis from Tillis Jewelry. What is a full-service jeweler? Experienced staff, custom designers, in-house jewelry repairs, and beautiful jewelry. Yes, at Tillis Jewelry, we are passionate, knowledgeable, and committed to integrity. We strive to be the best in our community and in our profession. We build long-term relationships and become part of family traditions that will cross generations. We delight clients by providing an unparalleled selection, superior service, and exceptional value. Tillis Jewelry, we exceed your expectations.
And welcome back, everybody. As we're about to begin top of the third inning, we have a pitching change for the Columbia Blue. Rich Roberts will come on the mound and replace Lane Hill, who will move to first base. As Maddox Williams will lead things off here in the top of the third inning for the Columbia Red. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Outside corner strike, evens the count at 1. Columbia Red looking to make something happen here, top of the third inning. Low and away, ball 2. Williams fouls it off. Evens the count at 2. Swing and a miss for strike number 3. That'll be the first out here in the top of the first inning, or third inning, excuse me. As Cameron Bird steps in to the plate, up to the plate, and he'll get hit by the pitch, and he'll get first base on that. Take a look at that one again. Just got him on the inside of the leg there. So here's Chance Miller. Swings and misses on the first pitch for strike number one. Hits the outside corner for strike number two from Roberts. That'll be a second out. Swing and a miss, strike number three. Now 2 away here in the top of the third. Pitch gets away from the catcher, Hauser. Bird will advance to second. 2 outs. Inside strike call. Makes the count 2-1 to Miller. Chance Miller, second baseman. As the ball's going to be high and inside. Makes the count 3-1. And that one's going to be high and inside for ball number 4. So 2 on now with 2 outs. As Jay Siff steps up to the plate. Check that. That's Lincoln Anderson. Number 9, Lincoln Anderson. Jay Siff just got walked. He's at first base, and Cameron Bird is at second. Anderson's ahead in the count, 2-1. Pitch from Roberts comes in as the strike, evens the count, 2-2. 2-2, 2 outs here in top of the third inning, 2-0 for the Columbia Reds. Pitch from Roberts will be low, and it'll make the count full. Three-two pitch. Gonna be hit over to Lane Hill. He'll step on the bag. And what is happening here? And Roberts is going to hit the 20 pitch count on that. It's going to load the bases. And I think they called interference, perhaps. I'm really not sure. We'll have to get clarification on that, but they called something, and, well, bases are loaded, 2 outs. And I think the Columbia Blue is going to make a pitching change. They're going to pull Roberts. And it looks like they're going to go to number 77, Manny Munoz. So while they do that and Munoz gets warmed up, we'll take a quick break and we'll be back right after this.
Hello, this is Rick Tillis from Tillis Jewelry. What is a full-service jeweler? Experienced staff, custom designers, in-house jewelry repairs, and beautiful jewelry. Yes, at Tillis Jewelry, we are passionate, knowledgeable, and committed to integrity. We strive to be the best in our community and in our profession. We build long-term relationships and become part of family traditions that will cross generations. We delight clients by providing an unparalleled selection, superior service, and exceptional value. Tillis Jewelry, we exceed your expectations.
And welcome back, everybody, as we are here in the top of the 3rd inning. Bases are loaded with 2 outs. Columbia has made a pitching change as Rich Roberts is going to come out and Manny Munoz is going to come in. Here's Munoz's first pitch to Henry Lang. It's going to be fouled off, and it'll be strike number 1. Lang, the right fielder, batting 12th. Sure, Coach Lee Williams will love to get to the back of the top of the lineup here as we have a time called by third base umpire Derek Crawford. Interesting conversation here. Looks like we'll just resume play. It's a 0-1 count to Lang. Pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Munoz brings the heat high and outside. And what a play by Maddox Tate. Hard ground ball hit the second. He'll get the out on a huge play. Let's look at the replay here. Hard ground ball by Lang. Smothers the ball, spins, makes the throw to Hill for out number 3. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Columbia Blue leads Columbia Red 7-0. We'll be back right after this.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
And welcome back, everybody, as we are about to begin bottom of the third inning action in the District All-Star Winners Bracket Final between the Columbia 10U Blue and the Columbia 10U Red. Blue had an explosive first inning. No runs scored in the second. As Boaz Johnson will stay on the mound for Columbia Red 10U. Meyer Hauser up to bat for the blue team. First pitch will be fouled off for strike one. Second pitch will be swung on and missed for strike number two. Johnson ahead in the count, 0-2. Here's the pitch to Hauser. Swung on, driven down the first base line, hits the bag, will bounce up in the air, and it is a fair ball. Hard hit ground ball there by Meyer.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Let's look at the replay and not talk to Robert Rogers. That'll bring up Greer Martin. Let's go. 1-0 count. Pitch is going to be inside. It'll get past the catcher, and Hauser will advance to second. Martin ahead in the count, 3-0. 2 outs, runner in scoring position. That's Hauser at second. Pitch to Martin, be outside ball 4. And Columbia Blue now has 2 on with 2 out. Maddox Tate. It's 1 for 1 on the day. Back up. Had a great play there to get the third out at the top of the third. At second base, he'll square up for a bunt. He'll pull back as there's nobody at third. The ball goes into left field as Hauser's going to come home, and he will score, and Martin will be standing at third. So he showed bunt to bring the third baseman up, made the shortstop go over to cover third, and a collision makes the ball go into the outfield, and Hauser scores to extend the lead to 8-0. Second pitch to Tate will be strike number 1. Evens the count. Pitch hits the outside corner. Johnson ahead in the count, 2-1. Or, well, I'm sorry, 1-2. Pitch to Tate outside. Thought about it, held up. Evens the count at 2. Johnson, 51 pitches in so far through nearly 3 innings. 2 2/3. Huh? Tate's going to hit one to short. It'll be picked up, tossed over to first, and that will be out number 3. We'll head to the 4th inning. Columbia Blue adds to their lead. And check that. That is only out number 1. So Silas Harden steps up to the plate. Heading the count 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike number 1. Two 1 count to Silas Harden. Pitch from Johnson. Swung on a miss. Strike number 2. Two count. 1 out. Nobody on for Columbia Blue. Pitch is going to be inside. That'll make the count full at 3-2. Pitch from Johnson. Hit by Harden. Takes a bounce off the lip. An unfortunate bounce off the lip of the grass. And we'll look at that again. We're going to have a pitching change. As Boaz Johnson's going to come out. And Tate Salas is going to come in. So we'll take a quick break and we'll be back right after this.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
He shoots, and he scores!
Hi, I'm Matt Perales, manager of Murray County Equipment. We help you with all your agriculture and construction equipment needs. We carry a full line of New Holland tractors from compacts to high horsepower. We have a full line of Gravely mowing equipment. We also have New Holland construction equipment, attachments, and accessories for your tractors and a complete parts department. We are locally owned and operated. Come see us at 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard or learn about us on Facebook or contact us at 931-490-8183.
And welcome back, everybody. Columbia American Little League Park District Tournament All-Stars. So Kate Salas will take the place of Boaz Johnson on the mound for the Columbia Red team. As Tucker Neff will be up to bat, he'll square around and show a bunt. Ball number 1 as the runner will steal second base, and he is safe. So Silas Harden slides into second safe. It's 9-0, Columbia Blue leading Columbia Red. Here's the pitch to Neff. It's going to get popped up and fouled out of play. For strike number 1. Pitch swung on, and it's just foul. Neff hits it down the line, just inside the bag. Evens the count at 2. And that's actually going to be ball number 4. So Neff will get on. It's 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Runners at second and first. Is Manny Munoz up to bat for the Columbia Blue. Pitch inside the Munoz for ball number 1, or actually ball 2. Pitch inside for ball 3. Pitch is going to be outside ball 4. And now the bases are loaded with 1 out. And Knox Allred up to bat for the Columbia Blue. First pitch hits the outside corner for strike number 1. Allred hits it to the shortstop, who throws it back to second and gets the double play. Well, look at that one again. As Allred hits a line drive to the shortstop. Oh, he got him at second. It was close. We'll let you decide at home, but we'll take a break as we come back. Right now it's 9-0 as we head to the 4th inning. Columbia Red trails Columbia Blue. We'll be back right after this.
Hi, I'm Matt Perales, manager of Murray County Equipment. We help you with all your agriculture and construction equipment needs. We carry a full line of New Holland tractors from compacts to high horsepower. We have a full line of Gravely mowing equipment. We also have New Holland construction equipment, attachments, and accessories for your tractors and a complete parts department. We are locally owned and operated. Come see us at 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard or learn about us on Facebook or contact us at 931-490-8183.
Farmer Johnny here, Taylor Family Farm. I want to give y'all a little look-see. We raise 100% non-GMO, grass-fed beef, pasture chicken, and pork on our family farm. Everything that we grow is raised with love and care to ensure the highest quality and nutrition for our family and customers. You can shop online at TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com or visit our farm store in person at Etheridge, Tennessee at 301 Dave Reisner Road. That's TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com for more information.
And welcome back as we begin fourth inning action. As Munoz will stay on the mound for the Columbia Blue. As Grant Towers will lead things off for the Columbia Red here in the top of the fourth. Second pitch to Towers is high, evens the count at 1. Wind up and the pitch just outside, 2-1. There is a run rule limit. It is 10 runs after 4. So if you're Columbia Red, you want to try to put up as many runs as you can, as that's a hard hit ball that's going to be fair right down the line. And a good single there by Grant Towers to start things off here in the top of the fourth inning. So we'll take another look at it here on the replay. Right down the line, just fair. As Baker Johnson, making his second appearance of the day, pitches outside for ball 1. Runner on first, no outs. Pitch to Johnson, swung on a miss for strike 1. Pitch is going to be fouled up behind the catcher, out of play. It's a 2-1 or a 1-2 count to Baker Johnson. That one's fouled off. Count remains at 1-2. Very nice day out here today. No rain, knocking on wood. It is very hot. Currently 88 degrees here on Line Parkway on the campus of Columbia American Little League, as Johnson's going to hit one up to the pitcher, and it'll be caught by Munoz for out number 1. So one away here in the top of the fourth inning as J.R. Cathy steps up to the box. And the pitch from Munoz is outside, ball 1. Wind up and the pitch is going to be high and inside for ball 2. J.R. Cathy, right fielder, ahead in the count 2-0. He'll swing and foul it off to the right side there to make the count 2-1. Here in the top of the fourth inning, 1 out, 1-0. Columbia Red looking to get some runs, generate some runs here in the fourth. Pitch is outside, ball 3. It's going to put Cathy ahead 3-1. Big pitch here from Munoz. It's going to be high, ball 4. And now Columbia Red with 2 on and 1 out. Coming up to bat is Cade Salas. First pitch to Salas is high, ball one. Second pitch misses outside for ball two. So Munoz getting in a little trouble here with 2 on and 1 out. As the pitch is going to be hit right back to the pitcher. And a great way to get out of a jam there. He throws a strike. And that will be out number 2. So a great play there by Munoz. As Brock Roberts up to bat. First pitch to Roberts, outside strike. Second pitch is inside. It gets away from the catcher. Runners at first and second will advance. Count evens at 1 with 2 outs. Strike 2. Pitch to Roberts. Hit in between short and third. 1 run will score. And that will make it a 9-1 game. So Boaz Johnson up to bat now for the Columbia Red, who have runners on the corners. Here's a shot over towards shortstop and caught by Bedingfield, and that will do the top of the 4th inning. Columbia Red gets 1. They cut the lead of Columbia Blue to 8. Columbia Blue leads 9-1 here as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll take a break and be right back.
Columbia Foodland is a locally owned and operated family grocery store with a full line of dry, dairy, frozen, meat, and produce items. We focus on keeping the freshest hand-cut meat and produce items daily with the most competitive prices in town. We offer weekly ad specials as well as in-store weekly specials throughout the store. Located at 427 West 7th Street in Columbia in the former Harris Foodland location. Columbia Foodland. We're here and ready to serve the wonderful people of Columbia and the surrounding areas.
We at Hollins Pharmacy must be doing something right. We've been providing pharmaceutical services in the Middle Tennessee area for over 60 years. The guiding principles of our business are fast, accurate, friendly, personal service. We do not have long waiting lines, and our phone calls are answered by a staff member. We strive to get to know our customers by name, not just a date of birth or number. We are your locally owned hometown pharmacy, and we appreciate your business. We urge you to come visit us at Hollins Pharmacy, 1608 Hatcher Lane here in Columbia.
Welcome back, everybody, to Little League All-Star action here at the campus of Columbia American Little League. As we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. With the Columbia Blue leading the Columbia Red 9-1, and we have a new pitcher on the mound. Maddox Williams. Connor Beck will lead things off here in the bottom of the 4th inning for the Columbia Blue. Maddox Williams, the son of head coach Lee Williams, also the head coach at Mount Pleasant High School. First pitch up and away, ball one. 1-0 pitch is swung on and driven foul by Beck. Very muggy, hot day. Do have some cloud cover though right now. This is always nice. Here's Williams pitch to back, and it again will be driven down the left side, foul for strike number 2. Connor Beck, son of assistant coach Nick Beck on the Columbia Blue staff. Here's a hard shot to the pitcher, Williams. He'll get it and not able to gather it in time. That was a hard ball hit back to the pitcher. See on the replay, just right off his foot. And he stays in there. As Hamilton White steps up to the plate. With no outs, runner on here in the bottom of the 4th. It's a 9-1 lead for the Columbia team, Columbia Blue team. As the first pitch to Hamilton White goes outside for ball 1. Second pitch is fouled off, evens the count at 1. No admission fee out here. So if you're out and about, want to get out and enjoy this nice weather, enjoy some great concession stand food from 2 of our sponsors, Don Pepe's and the Bypass Deli. They've been serving concessions all season long. As the ball is going to get away and runners will now advance to third and second with no outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And with the 10-run rule being the run rule in the 4th inning and onwards, if you're the red team here, and Coach Lee Williams knows this, they got to prevent these runs from scoring. The winning run is actually at second base. So no outs. Walker Bedingfield up to bat for Columbia American Blue, and they are at the top of the order. First pitch to Bedingfield is ball. Bedingfield hits a hard ball to shortstop. Shortstop's going to get it. Not much he can do with it. And that will score another run to make it 10-1 with runners at first and second and no outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Lane Hill comes up, hits one to center. It's caught. Tagging up will be Hamilton White over to third, and Walker Bedingfield to second. Good fly ball there by Hill. Moves the runners. And now with 1 out and 2 on, winning run at third base, Rich Roberts is going to come up and he's going to bat left-handed. Williams pitch to Roberts will be popped up, and he is out. He's going to tag up. He's going to go home. They make the throw, and my goodness, what a play by the catcher to save that ball. Look at the replay of that again. Roberts, typically a righty, batting left. Pops out to short. And now we have 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Meyerhauser ahead in the count 1-0. Here's the pitch from Williams inside. And here comes Hill on a pass ball. That will be the winning run. And that will be your ball game. So the pass ball allows Hill to come in and score. And that makes the final here from Columbia American 11-1. The Columbia Blue 10U team will advance to the championship game, where they will have to be beaten twice. Columbia Red, it's their first loss of the tournament. They'll now play the Spring Hill Navy team in a rematch from last night. And the winner of that game will go on to play the Columbia Blue team in the championship game. So congratulations to both teams for winning their first round games. And unfortunately, when you got two teams and two leagues playing each other, like we saw in the first game, not everybody's going to win. One team's going to win, one's going to lose. But we wish them both the best, and we'll cover those games tomorrow as we prepare to move on for later action today at 3 o'clock. So in about an hour and a half, we'll come back on a different stream right here on Facebook and on YouTube for game 2 of a 3-game series, or best of 3 series, between the Columbia 11s and the Spring Hill 11s. Columbia 11s last night came back down a couple of runs early and ended up winning that game. And Spring Hill looking to avoid elimination. Columbia looking to get a berth to the state tournament that is going to be held, to my understanding, in Nolensville for the 11-year-olds. So we look forward to that. We look forward to that game this afternoon. Lou Maddox will be doing the play-by-play on that game. You also can catch that game on 1340 AM and 103.7 WKRM. But it's been a fun morning. So if you're out and about and you want to come watch some more baseball, 3 o'clock this afternoon, we'll get going. It'll be the 11-year-olds, Columbia, looking to advance to the state tournament. But until then, everybody have a great afternoon. We'll see you next time.